Ales coming right up. Hello, and welcome to the BRB. Please, have a seat. You're just in time for Tavern chatter.
Oh man.
So that was my story.
Do you got one, Eric?
The time that Aegis got drugged back by a skeleton.
Oh God. Go ahead. Tell that one.
So, spoilers for anyone that hasn't played Rapanathok.
Oh no, I'm just upset at the fucking...
There's no spoilers here. You're going to run into it.
Yeah. Well, we were exploring one of the deeper floors.
That one was floor 2.
It was
a deeper
floor
floor.
2?
No, it was floor 2 of the dungeon proper. Not counting the Mouth of Doom, which is like 4 other floors.
Okay.
It was floor 2.
Floor 2 is technically deeper.
But it's not one of the deeper floors. It's floor 2 out of 15.
But it was the 6th floor of 19 that we had gone to.
Numbers are stupid. Let him explain why he's a fucking moron.
So, we're exploring the floor, and our wizard was leading the group, and
me and Doors.
He was a very squishy wizard, and he just kind of walked by a hidden doorway that just opened as he walked by.
No one saw it.
I pressed the button.
Did you press the button?
Yes, he did.
He saw it and he activated it.
Okay.
But he was the only one around it.
So he opens the door, and inside is, 7 of these black skeletons?
5.
I think there were 5.
There's 5.
5?
It's a little big number.
Numbers are still weird.
Somewhere the number 5 plays into this, and it's the only other place that it can.
Each of these skeletons swings 2-3 times and drains your strength on each hit.
Mm-hmm.
And the wizard got hit.
Almost immediately
It was 6?
down.
Yep.
One hit immediately.
You went back through your notes?
1 hit and wizard immediately went down. So we slowly started getting him out of there and getting everyone else out while I held up the doorway so that they couldn't get out. Because I was the cleric.
What's the problem with that, Aegis?
Hey, don't
Aegis,
spin
what's
this
the
like you're
problem
being
with that?
heroic. Bud.
Yeah, no.
That was my intention.
Don't spin this like you were a hero.
Now tell them the
I'm
real
telling
story.
the story.
Tell the real story.
I'm telling the story how it happened. I was blocking the door so that they couldn't get to the rest of the party. That was Aegis's reason for standing in the doorway.
Now tell them what actually happened.
I couldn't get away that turn, so we dropped one of the skeletons, and he had a magic skull, so I grabbed it.
He wanted the magic item.
I wasn't able to get away that turn anyway.
No, because you were
chose
offered
not to.
He literally was picking you up, and you rolled against it.
You did.
You
did.
rolled.
You resisted a life-saving effort.
Because I was trying to buy time for everyone
No,
to get...
you were trying to get a magic item. You grabbed it.
No, my reason was to buy time so everyone could get a little further away. That was my intention.
We were almost
the
all
magic
out of the room.
item was a bonus, but the intention was to let people get further away.
I was the only one left in the room besides the druid.
No, the druid was also there.
Besides the
But
druid.
I'm a druid, and if I get to 0, I just turn back into a kobold, who's stronger as a kobold than a bear.
Now, this is what you need to tell the people listening.
So then...
What happened to you?
I got hit by all the skeletons with, I think, 2 crits in there.
I don't remember something like that.
And because of those crits, my strength ended up dropping just below 0. So the rest of the party got out of there, was waiting at the stairs, and then just heard a scraping sound.
So what happened was we made it all the way up the stairs, across the rubble, and back further to a place where we had taken a long rest before.
And
past a pitfall trap.
Yep.
We had hopped over to protect ourselves from anything that was wandering in.
To flash back to
the skull,
what happened with him.
With Aegis.
With Aegis. Aegis ended up picking up the magic skull. He then died. He dropped the skull. The skull was enchanted to resurrect the skeleton as your ally for a short period of time. The skeleton then went, oh, my master's down, and drags, of course, doesn't have high strength, so just drags the Warforged cleric
ever so slowly
towards the party that just ran away.
And then I turned into dust.
Yeah. My notes specifically say Brenna shoots him with a fireball twice, Jay shoots him, and then you firebolt him and he dies.
That was a horrifying moment. Just
But
like,
here,
That was
this
the
is
same.
this is the moment though that lives in all of our minds. You were offered an exit.
You
and
had a
you
chance to live.
chose not to.
I chose to buy the party one more turn.
You didn't though.
Yeah.
in Kamuk's memory, it wasn't the death, but rather the skeleton dragging him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, in your defense, you did take a lot of damage from that pitfall.
Yeah.
That was also the room where you picked up an Ace of Spades card that was on top of a deck and it was poison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, so many things in that room.
Yeah, I have in my notes, Aegis dies out of spite.
Yep. Died because he was stubborn.
It was six black skeletons. 5 of them were not enchanted. 1 of them was. That skeleton would have remained with you guys
Go
for up
for
to 12
dragging
days.
back his
Mhm.
corpse.
No, and you had me roll for it. And I got like 11 days.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Before falling to pieces, at which point it is utterly destroyed.
Did we get yours, Bryant?
No, actually.
Not yet.
What's your memorable moment?
There's a lot of memorable moments. And I make a lot
I
of
was
memorable
gonna say,
Yeah, you
moments.
do.
You generate
But
most
I think
of them.
most of us talked about a moment that had him in it.
Eric's wasn't.
That's true.
I mean, he was there.
He was there.
He was
I was
technically there, but
But I didn't cause the problem.
you had no hand in that one.
But no, the first one that relives rent free in my head was actually the Shadow one.
Shadowrun one?
Yeah, Shadowrun 1. In case anyone doesn't know about Shadowrun characters, my character was a Decker, which is more or less a hacker. And in order to hack the system, you have to basically suspend your body into the computer space. And then
Cyberpunk style.
yeah. And then we had a spiritual person who basically did the same exact thing, but rather being in the computer world, you went into the spirit world. So basically, you had to suspend your body. And then we had an orc fighter.
Yep.
So yeah, we basically had 2 very squishy people and a fighter. And we got our hands on a van after a fight. And we were like, yes, we got this van. It was a very beat up van. It had tons of bullet holes in it, but we wanted to take it. And we wanted to flee the city. The DM didn't like that idea and decided to arrest us. But the best part that lives rent free in my head is when the cop opens the sliding door inside the van. Both the spiritual person and my hacker decided to go into their separate worlds, which causes both their bodies to collapse inside the van. And then our orc fighter decided to shoot a gun right at the police officer.
It worked.
So the best part is that, like, in my eyes, in the cop's eyes, was he opens the door, 2 people pass out and get shot in the face. That was the first rent-free memory of a role-playing game in my head.
I am glad I did not play games with you guys.
You thought we were murder hobos in your campaign.
Seriously.
It was amazing. And then there's all the wish spells that I've ever encountered.
Let's say it all together, guys.
7 moons.
7 moons.
Maybe the wish spell should be its own fucking episode.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this one's another rent-free one. This was a one-shot campaign, and my character was a oh no, different one-shot, but also good.
So many good ones.
But this one was a one-shot. I was a Tabaxi rogue, and towards the end of the session, my character drew 3 cards from the deck of many things, and it was the 3 wish spells. I rolled max, I think it was, or at least close to max. And then I got the 1,000,000 gold one, and then 1 other good one. And my character was like, "Oh, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. I got everything I needed."
That's 4 different campaigns that Brent has drawn the wish spell.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a 5?
No.
Shit.
Do you want Kamut to
How?
have the wish spell?
You can't roll for shit, but the deck of many things comes out.
That's why I always want to draw from it.
It's never gone poorly for you once.
I only died once from that.
He can't roll, but he can rely on the heart of the card.
All right, Andy.
I don't actually know if we've talked about this one on the podcast before, Brian. The first time playing Rapunithuk. The way that Ephraim went out.
Oh, yeah. No, we have not talked about that one.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, the first time around that we played Rapunithuk, it was with two of the same people, and we also had 2 others?
3 others.
3 others? Was it 3?
4 others.
This is like 6
We
people.
had 4 others.
Is you running it? Me, Andy,
Julia.
Julia, Jess,
KB.
And Kenny.
Kenny.
So like 6 people.
Yeah. So first time we were playing it, I played a Inquisitor rogue named Ephraim, who was very fond of using that 30-foot help action. It was a lot of fun. So Stormslayer had shown up to the castle and basically said, look, I want to join your crew. You guys look like you have some fun times. I'm interested in that. I need to go out in a blaze of glory. That's my religion.
The only way to go to Valhalla is to die in
battle. Inglorious.
You
battle.
told me about this story at work.
As characters always do, we disregarded a direct warning that was given to us not 10 minutes before, and we opened up a sarcophagus, and inside was a skeleton. We started to fight the skeleton, and then the room started to shake, because the floor was rising up to the ceiling.
The doors opened inward.
The doors opened inward and were designed to slam shut as soon as it started rising. So we all book it for the fucking doorway, and we are trying to hold it open. Stormslayer's holding it open for people to get through. It takes too long, and Stormslayer can no longer get through, so he's about to be the only one trapped in there. Ephraim knows that this is not going to get this dude to Valhalla if he dies from a trapped room because someone fucking touched a skeleton. So Ephraim slips back in the door, seconds before it slams shut, walks to the center of the room, turns to Stormslayer, and pulls out his rapier and says, let's get you there, bud. And they proceed to fight. I like to think he made it. Once the doors opened again sometime later, it was...
They were pancakes.
We were paced. And that's closing, folks. Give us time to clean things up. We'll be open again soon. As you leave, take a couple seconds to press the like and subscribe buttons by the door. Make sure you ring the bell on the way out. Until we open our doors again, check out other locations. Maps to those are in the description below. Drop a letter in the comment box outside if you have any suggestions, questions, or just want to say, hey, you guys are doing great.